You ever think that mountain in front of you that is actually an obstacle, but it's really a mountain of fear and doubt? Let's get personal. So I've been back and forth with myself. I have been back and forth with myself of the obstacle that I thought was an obstacle of being a business owner. And we've been through this. Being a business owner and me just not starting it, but not really pouring into it because I felt kind of bad about it. And I've been back and forth with myself of, praying about it and like, God, it is something that, I should do because, I felt like it was bad. And I felt like just me feeling like it was bad was actually an obstacle. Like, okay, well, God, maybe you don't want me to do this. And really, it was more of fear and doubt of becoming a business owner. I started my business and started, doing handmade things and got into print on demand and things like that. And my issue was I said, God, well, I'm a writer. I uplift and, a lot of the things that I go through personally, I have to encourage myself and I get on here and I encourage others. That's why I'm so good at doing it because I have to do it for myself. And the quotes and stuff I write and the poems and stuff I write and things like that. And I felt like, I was like, well, God, I don't know if it would be right for me to make a business out of, a talent and gifts that you've given me because I feel like, okay, I'm profiting off of it, or I don't want to, be changed by money, or I don't want to be changed by, social media. I don't want to be changed by recognition, and I don't want to be those things. Cause I mean, I watch YouTube all the time. You look on YouTube and you see people say, "Oh, I sell this," or "I sold this on Etsy," or whatever, and I made all this amount of money and this and that. But you don't hear them saying, "I like to create. I like to create. I like to design. I like to, put this out there just because I like it. And yes, I make a profit off of it." And that kind of discouraged me too, because I was like, well, God, I don't want to do things for money. I don't. But, you know, I had to think about, what I'm also doing in using my words and using my thoughts and just putting them on different things and making a business out of it. That's also uplifting too, and that's also me taking my gifts and my talents and things that you've given me, God, to uplift people, because I generally love to create. There is something about, you know taking my creations and what's in my mind and actually seeing it. I love it. And I the fear of me not pleasing God and doing it was keeping me from it, even me starting my business and not really pouring into it like I should, not really taking myself seriously, and just feeling bad about it. And to be honest, I'd say back in 2020, I told my husband, I was like, I write all my material, everything I put on here, I wrote it originally. And I told my husband in 2020, I said, I wouldn't mind starting a business out of it. I wouldn't mind, using my words. You go into the stores and you see like little plaques or stuff like that, or things with quotes on it or things with writing on it. And it makes you feel a certain type of way if it's something that you can resonate with. And I was like, well, why can't I do that? This was in 2020. And I kind of just skirted around the idea. And then now that I'm really getting serious about it, those doubts and those fear came in, well, you know, God give you this creativity and this inspiration and these gifts, and you don't want it to profit off of it. And it really created in me like a doubt. But instead of me just saying I'm just going to leave it alone altogether, I've been praying about it. I've been really praying about it. Like, I realize that there are a lot of people that take their passions, they take their creativity, and they make a business out of it. And I'm like, okay, God, well, how do I do that and not, you know, allow money to change me, or, not just make it all about money? And I'm like, okay, make it about the creativity, make it about the mission, make it about the inspiration. Because like I say, I love creating. I love creating. My also another fear and doubt of mine was like, well, God, I'm really not a seller. Like, I'm not good at, I don't know much about business. I don't know about selling and stuff like that. I'm just a creative person. Yes, I'm a hustler at heart. Yes. But, I don't know about business, and I don't know when I go through things, I'm a real person I bring on here because I know there's somebody out there going through the same thing. The doubts and the fears and getting into something that you're not used to, getting into a territory that you're not used to being in, but you're so urged to do it. I don't have to diminish my values. I don't have to diminish the creativity about it. I don't have to diminish, really me loving to uplift people and loving to motivate and loving just to be real. Period. Just to be real. I don't have to diminish that. And God really helped me to realize that. I've been doing my research. I've been praying as much as I can. And, sometimes I need that myself. I get on here and I uplift and I encourage. People don't know I have to uplift and encourage myself. I will do it multiple times with myself before I get on here and tell anybody anything else. Because I'm a real person with real issues and real problems. And I need it just as much as anybody does. Like I say, I love creating, and I love, seeing the creation that I create. I got into doing journals, and I got into my handmaids. I'm starting into getting more into making my handmade signs. So that's another thing. I started with my Etsy, which I don't know. I'm debating on shutting my Etsy down and just starting my own website. I don't know, what do y'all think? But I feel like there's nothing wrong with Etsy, but I almost feel like I can do more. I feel like Etsy was kind of stressing me out. Kind of like I felt like I had to do what everybody else do just to be seen. And I'm not saying that's, what Etsy is about, but that's how I felt personally. And I was like, you know what, God, maybe, you just telling me that, hey, don't be afraid to start your own avenue. Don't be afraid to start your own website. Because I said this in 2020. I said this and I kind of skirted. It was just a thought like, okay, one day I want to start my own company. One day I want to start my own website, not brick and mortar, no, but just online, my own website. And, I'm pretty tech savvy. I'm not the best, but I'm tech savvy. But just doing that, and I kind of just skirted around it. And now, it's like, this is something that you should look into. Stop being so fearful. Stop being afraid. Stop creating a mountain of an obstacle. Stop, making yourself feel like you're not pleasing God by, using those talents and stuff to spread it out, but, make a living off of it and, make a profit off of it. It don't have to be a big profit. I don't want to overcharge people. I don't want to use anybody. I don't want to do any of that. But I love creating. I love creating. And I don't feel like, at the mindset I'm at now, because I'm telling you, I went back and forth with this. I went back and forth with it. At the mindset that I'm at now, I'm like, okay, maybe it's not bad. You know, I can still, serve, and I can still uplift, and I can still put my creativity and my designs out there because I feel like I'm pretty good with that too. Not just in writing and speaking. I'm good at designing. I have to build my confidence and take myself seriously and stop, creating obstacles for myself that are not there. I wrote a quote on here and I say, I believe that some mountains are just not made of rock and not made of dirt, that it's just ash from doubt. I told myself that. And then I say, you know what, God, thank you for encouraging me. Let me give it to somebody else. Because, like I say, when I encourage myself, I come on here and I encourage others. I feel like that is exactly what God wants me to do. Is encourage yourself, uplift myself. God, you help me through it, and then I can go in here and encourage others. And why not, do it just with design, and why not do it with products and things like that, and create my own avenue and not have to do with what I felt like everybody else was doing on Etsy or whatever, this and that, or, but to just bring myself in it, to be honest and be like, I like designing. I'm not here, to just make money. I'm here to design. I am here to be creative. I am here to show that you can be creative. I'm here to show that, even though you're afraid to do something, do it. And I've said this before. I have anxiety, but I am purposely, everything my anxiety tells me not to do, I'm doing it on purpose with God's help. But, you know, I had to shift my focus. I was approaching this all wrong. Approaching it like, okay, well, it's just a little hobby and I'll just, do this because really I don't want to take myself seriously because really I feel bad about it. And really, I don't know if I should be, using my gifts and my talents that God give me to make a profit off of it, and just feeling bad. Having to rethink about, okay, you started this in the beginning because you were afraid. I started making videos because I was in fear and I got tired of being in fear. And that is why I say, do everything that you're afraid of doing. I got tired of being in fear. I got tired of saying, oh, I'm going to fail. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. Everybody else's, their stuff looks so professional. I don't know how to do that. Like I say, I come on here. It may not look the best. I may not have the most shebang, but I'm coming here and being myself. And I'm going to keep improving. But I really went back and forth with myself with this, back and forth with myself, back and forth with God. And like, God, look, if I shouldn't do it, then just tell me I shouldn't do it. Just tell me I shouldn't do it. They say don't look for God to send you a sign, but I'm like, just tell me I shouldn't do it. But I was like, you know what? Maybe that's me and my doubt trying to give me an excuse not to do it, not to take myself seriously, not to. Then I thought about, okay, if I build my own website and stuff like that, that's cost money. Oh, I don't want to put too much money into things and then I fail and stuff like that. And that was just fear, because sometimes you got to fail in order to grow. Sometimes, you got to figure it out. I literally was stressing myself out. I was stressing myself out and being all over the place. I have to do this. I have to do that. I got to do Etsy. I got to, promote it. And I don't even know how to market. I don't know how to promote. I don't, and I really don't really, it isn't really feeling what I'm doing really anyway, but I feel like I got to do it because that's what everybody else is doing. And I feel like I was driving myself crazy. Instead of just holding back and saying, look, give yourself some time. Do it, but also give yourself some time. You don't have to, be everything right now. You don't. You don't have to be everything right now. Give it some time. Yes, I see others, and we all watch YouTube. We see the other influencers, and they're doing this, and they're going on trips, and this and that, and all that type of stuff. And some of them, they will tell you, this is where I start off. Sometimes you see a timeline, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you see the videos where, oh, I'm doing this, and I made all this, and it's all big, and some of it is clickbait. And you doing this, and you're going on trips, and you're doing all this and that, and you're like, oh well, that don't look bad, and stuff like that. And that is what I felt like I shouldn't be gearing towards. And I kind of felt like that was kind of poured into me of what I didn't want to do either, which I'm not saying there's anything bad about it. And Lord's will, nothing happen if I get to that point. But what I'm going to always do is always be real. I'm going to come on here and I'm going to be real about my flaws. I'm going to come on here and, I'm going to be real about, hey, this failed. This didn't, go right, or whatever. And I learned from it, because even in life, the mistakes I made, I learned from them. I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't. And God helped me do it. The mistakes I made, I've learned from them. I learned from the fear. I learned from the doubt. I learned from, worrying. I learned from it. And I'm like, I may doubt, you may doubt a little bit, but look, we're not going to stay in this doubt thing. I'm tired of it. I am tired of it. I know a whole lot of people out there tired. You're tired of doubting. You're tired of worrying. You're tired of feeling like, these obstacles that have built up in your mind and built up in your thoughts is real in your mind, and really it ain't. Some obstacles are real. Some obstacles are real, but I feel like you can learn from those too. And I just was like, God, I love to create. I do. I create in everything, all aspects of my life. If I cook, I create. I will take something, and if it's not the way I want it to look, then I'll make it. So I just love creating, period. When I write my quotes and put them on here and write my poems and stuff like that, I love to create. I love to uplift. I love to serve. I love to serve to America out there. I love to bring the positivity. I love to bring the motivation. I love to bring the uplifting, because there's too much negativity in the world, especially on social media. I love to just be me. I love to come on here and be me. I love to come on here and be me and just be me. I mean, I'm a little of a goofball. I don't want nobody ever on here think I'm just too serious, because a lot of people look at me, but oh, you look serious. I am the biggest class clown. I really am. But I love to be me. Imperfect and don't know what I'm doing sometimes, but I'm going to come on here and be real about it. I just wanted to come on here and tell about my journey of figuring out the biggest business owner thing. But, I don't feel like I'll be a bad business owner. I don't know. I don't. Because I have a hustle mentality. I, am creative. I got God on my side. And I'm proud. I'm proud of the things I create. And I've showed this before. This journal that I created, I write in this. I write sometimes my content in this. And it uplifts me, because it says, building my wings one feather at a time. Because I'm literally building my wings one feather at a time. And I love this. Like I said, I wrote it, I created it, and when it came to life, I was just ecstatic. I was ecstatic when I seen it on the internet. I was ecstatic when I ordered it and had it shipped to my house. And I was like, look, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. And I've been thinking to myself, hey, you know what? I'm a writer. There's writers out there, and I can make more journals. I don't know. Give me some pointers. I can make more journals. I've even started in doing this in different colors, and just looking at different avenues. And like I said, I got into the print on demand, which I love, because it makes my creation come to life. I use Printify, love them. Makes my creation come to life. I couldn't make this on my own, like making the cover and all other type of stuff. No, I couldn't do that. No, the sheets and all other type of stuff, I can't do that. But they can, and taking the vision and making it come alive. And I want to do more of stuff like this and take myself seriously and not feel bad about it, because I feel like God gave me these words and this creativity. Why not use it? Why not use it? Like I said, I started the videos because I was in fear and I got tired of being in fear. I'm starting a business because I'm tired of being in fear and doubting. And, just thinking that it's not for me because I don't know things. Oh, I don't know how to market. I don't know how to be a seller. I don't know how to be a business owner. We're going to go on this journey. And I'm going to take all y'all on this journey with me on learning different things and actually pouring into myself and, allowing God to use me and allowing God to inspire me and being an example for others out in the world, my family, my friends, being an example with my imperfect self, because I am not perfect at all. I did this. This is a whole video about how my imperfection, my doubt, and my fear has almost had me not do any of this. But I learned from it. I learned that use it as fuel, use it as motivation. Use it as fuel and use it as motivation. And to just be proud of it. Be proud of it. And just have fun. Have fun doing it. Because like I said, I love creating. Have fun. Have fun. I swear, like I could be having a bad day and just thinking about creating just uplifts me. Whether I'm writing, whether I'm, thinking of the design, whether I'm thinking about, what to write for my videos or what quote to put out there or whichever, I have fun doing it. Creativity is just so fun to me, and it's an outlet for all the stuff going on in my mind, all the anxiety and all the doubt and all the fear and all the other type of stuff. Creativity. And I thank God for that, because God gave it to me. And, it gives an outlet. Gives an outlet. And it helps others. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to continue on taking you guys on my journey of, being a business owner. We going to figure out if I need to keep some of my stuff I got going on. I got Etsy. I got a Printify pop-up shop. I do my handmaids, but I'm thinking of shutting down all that and building my own website and bringing all that together, bringing my videos together, even on the website, bringing my creativity together, maneuvering around different products and stuff like that, putting my flavor in it, my seasoning in it, and just being myself and presenting it to you guys and learning as much as I can, and getting advice. Anybody got me? Give me some advice. Give me some advice. I love feedback, whether it's speaking, whether it's what to do better with my videos, or website building, editing, whatever. Somebody give me some feedback, because I'm new. I just bring myself. Like I say, I don't know all the technicalities of everything, but I'm new. Like I say, keep your mental healthy. I'm going to keep my mental healthy. And we're going to be creative and we're going to grow together. I thank you so much for allowing me to come and be my true self. I thank everybody that watched me. I thank everybody that deal with my shenanigans. And I thank everybody for, allowing me to be my creative self. Whether my videos is weird or funny looking or not, I thank everybody. I thank you for watching me. I thank you. And I thank God. Keep your mental healthy.